I'm living on the edge of the Black Mountains in the Brecon Beacons National Park, about 1,000 feet up, quite high in the mountains. I'm not from here, but I've moved out here 10 years ago and I'm not moving back. I'm staying here for good. I live here with my partner Sarah, the 2 dogs, some chickens, some geese, and a grumpy cat. The Green Valleys started, there were 2 people, and the legend goes that they were sitting in the pub one day, which is, I think, where perhaps some of the best ideas really start. And they started coming up with ideas about what scattered rural communities could do to combat climate change. What we're really set up to do is to put in hydro schemes which are in community ownership, so the community has a collective ownership of that source of energy. Round here is perfect because we have hills and we have lots of rainfall. And you put those 2 things together and you start looking at those hills and seeing actually it's a power station. The rain falls on top of the hills and we can harness the energy which it releases as it falls down the slope. Ours are very small streams, like the small stream outside, which you could step across. It's also a forgotten technology. It's thousands of years old. It doesn't require great new advances, it's just simple. There's a farmer south of Abergavenny, been in the family as a hill farm for many, many generations. He's got one 12 kilowatt system, it's a bigger system. And that generates a lot of electricity, that earns him quite a lot of income. I think he's half joking, but he's doing so well from his hydro scheme that he's even contemplating, selling up and buying another farm with a bigger river so he can build another bigger hydro scheme. And when a Welsh hill farmer thinks about moving and selling up, then you're onto something. He won't, I'm sure he won't. A lot of these farms did have small-scale hydroelectric schemes in the 30s. We will find the old turbine houses that ran these systems. And then the grid came along and people lost touch with where the electricity came from. They just forgot. It was just you switch on the switch and it's there, the electricity is there. And we've had in some ways you could argue, a fantastic 5 decades of worry-free, very cheap electricity. And that's coming to an end. And when it does come to an end, it would be fantastic if communities actually could then come back to having some control over their own generation.